Hello, my name is Kimberly Olson, and today I'm going to share with you an exclusive interview with my very good friend Victoria. If you haven't had a chance to check out my other videos, please do at FitKim TV on YouTube or go to my blog at fitkim.com. So I'm very excited to share with you this special treat because Victoria is here in my home, and so we get a chance to talk to her a little bit about what it means to be 40 and fabulous, because yes, I know we look like twin sisters, but she's 40. She's a mom with 2 kids. She's a very career-oriented person, so she really does it all. And I know a lot of you as viewers, you're right there in that same category. So I thought it would be awesome to pick her brain a little bit, see what has worked for her, and share that information with you. So thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So tell me a little bit, people always want to know, what does that look like as far as, I always like to dive in first. When you were in high school, going into your 20s, were you naturally thin? Were you into sports? What did that look like for you?
I would say I was naturally thin, definitely into sports, didn't have to worry about my weight at all.
So a lot of times when clients first come see me, they're usually around 40, they'll say, I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden I have stuff here. And I used to be able to just cut back on my eating a little bit and it would go away, but it's not working anymore. Did you notice that for yourself?
Definitely.
Okay, and so when did you notice that? Was it having kids like everyone thinks, or what kind of changed for you?
I think the closer I got to 40, I noticed that.
Really?
After kids too, though, I mean, obviously your body changes. We all know that. But the younger you are, the easier it is. And then you get a little bit older and your metabolism slows down and you need some extra help. So I definitely think the older I got, the harder it got.
Yes, and I hear that all the time. And you always tease me because she always says, you know, you just wait till you have kids, everything changes, but it's true. I mean, when you have children, things change, but also as you get, you know, each decade that we go along, you know, it does become a little bit harder. So where were you at, let's say, post-children, because you have 2 amazing girls, you know, raising them, I'm sure that was your focus. Did you ever wake up and go, wow, you know, things have changed in my body, or did you always feel like that when you became a mom? How did you feel about yourself?
I think that, you know, obviously when you have kids, your body changes. Some good, some bad. Mostly bad. But, you know, yeah, definitely over the years, I think, you know, life just takes over and all of a sudden you're like 20, 30 pounds heavier than you were. When I first had kids, actually it came off rather quickly.
Oh.
Yeah, but it was proportioned a little differently.
Yeah.
But it still came off quickly.
Okay.
But then I just kind of went about life and started taking care of the kids, like you said. And then it just slowly built up to where all of a sudden you're 20, 30 pounds heavier than what you used to be.
You're not, and it doesn't feel good. I hear from my clients and my viewers and people who write to me that they're not used to it. And it maybe isn't all of a sudden, but it kind of feels like that, where one day they're like, oh my gosh, I'm buying a bigger size pants and I just don't feel right. You know, I don't want to be in a bathing suit. And it just kind of, I think it messes with you a little bit mentally. Would you say about the way you feel about yourself?
Yeah, definitely. And I think it's kind of funny that you say that, because then all of a sudden you are like, oh, I'm getting a bigger size. But I think you get used to what you look like over time because it's gradual.
Okay.
Then you don't really see yourself as being overweight, but you are.
Okay. And how did that impact the other areas of your life? Did you notice something with, you know, confidence at work and just relationships? Did you notice anything with that as far as how you felt?
Definitely. Like, you obviously like compare yourself to others.
Naturally, we all do it.
Compare yourself, and so you're looking at other people, usually younger, maybe they don't have kids, maybe they do. I mean, some people look really hot and they have had kids.
Yeah.
And you're like, wow, how did they do that? You know, and then, you know, you're buying clothes that cover your tummy or cover your booty, and mostly for me it was my tummy, and so I would buy like looser clothes, and so to kind of hide it, but you know, you just don't feel good. Like, you feel lethargic, you feel tired, and just like you just don't look hot, you know. And you check out other people and you wonder how they're like that, and you're not.
And what's their secret?
Yeah.
And I'm happy because people are now saying that to you. So let's talk about that.
Yeah.
So I know, you know, as a friend, we kind of talked a little bit about your diet, what was working, what wasn't, and you said, you know, what can I do to lose this weight? What can I try to incorporate? And so you tell me what you did, because before, what did that look like for eating and fitness, what was your daily regimen before?
My daily regimen would be not so healthy, making bad choices daily, you know, having kids, being on the go, going to fast food places, grabbing a bite here, grabbing a bite there, just not planning out the day and just snacking on inappropriate things.
Are there leftovers?
Yeah, or even like just having sweets and just not doing it in moderation. Okay. And just going about day to day and just doing whatever I feel. And just honestly, it's kind of like I'll start tomorrow. You know, I messed up today. Yeah. I had that cookie, so I'll just have 6, and then I'll start tomorrow. Just that mentality. Yeah. But it just adds up over time, and you keep doing it and you keep doing it, and then it's years later, every day you've said that you're going to start tomorrow. And I think that's where people mess up, is that they think they're going to start tomorrow, and you really got to start today.
Oh, I love that. That's so great. That's a great way to look at it. I love that. So you made that change and that shift. What do you think was the turning point? Because I often see with people, you know, they'll try a diet, they'll try to eat healthy, they'll fall off the wagon, try again, and then something just clicks at some point and they start making success and they start, you know, seeing what they want. What was it for you that kind of was that shift?
I think for me, honestly, it was taking supplements, and for me, it was Genesis Today, the Caraluma, as you know.
Oh, yeah, I love the Caraluma.
Yeah, Caraluma just helped me to kind of slow down and not be hungry as much, and to kind of make myself think, okay, I'm not hungry, but I need to eat, so let's make a good choice.
Wow.
So it kind of made me stop and think and slow down and make a good choice. And so then over time, it built up to making good choices.
Okay, so just to clarify, Caraluma, what it's designed to do is help with appetite. Correct? And so most of my moms are very busy and they're on the go. So by the time they even get a chance to eat, there's no thought. It's usually just whatever's there. And is that what you're saying helped you to, when you got to that point, it was you could stop and make a good decision because you weren't crazy hungry?
Yeah, because I was just kind of like, oh, I need to eat. So let's make a good choice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So you noticed that helped you with your decision with eating. Okay. So did you start to see results right away from that?
Yeah, I think, you know, I started over the holidays, which is tough, as you know. And so it was like November, but I remember at Thanksgiving, I was like, oh, I don't want that. I'll just have a little bit of that and a little bit of that, and I'm good. I don't need that. So it really helped through Thanksgiving and Christmas. Just I didn't need that. I didn't have sugar cravings. I didn't want it. I was working out more. It made me decide to, you know, if I'm not hungry, I'm losing some weight, then I'll start working out. You know, I just think it motivates you to make those daily choices, which ultimately are what give you the results, the long-term results.
Long-term. That's awesome. So you basically started with the Caraluma to help you even get your program going, and then that helped you with the food, and then when you started seeing results with the food, you went into the fitness.
Right.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. Okay, so what do you currently do now for your fitness program?
Currently, I love to run, which I haven't done since like high school.
Wow, awesome.
So I'm really enjoying that. I got some new running shoes, got some new workout clothes, feeling good, working out. I like to do that. I like to do videos. I've done some gym type things, just testing out what works for me. But I love feeling good and looking good. Yeah. That I just want to do it every day now. And so it's part of my life. And that's what's awesome about it, is that it becomes your everyday life.
It becomes part of your lifestyle.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So what would you say to the moms watching that maybe, you know, because it's summer right now, so their last experience to the dressing room wasn't that great? We all know what that feels like. What would you say to those moms that feel not so good about themselves as far as how it feels to be right now? And you've obviously been shopping and getting some new clothes because your size has been changing. And what does that feel like now? What would you say to those moms to help them?
I would say it's so worth it to just say no to the donut.
No, it's true. What do they say? Nothing tastes as good as skinny feels.
It's so true. I always say just say no to the donut, because I know it sounds kind of funny, but it's true. you just have to make those daily choices because it's so worth it on this side of it to lose 30 pounds and to go into your favorite shop and to try on clothes and to people to look at you and think, you look great, you should get all of it, you know. And I just did that the other day and it was amazing, and I did buy everything because I felt so good. And I think it's so worth it to feel that way because you only live once and you just need to just feel good and to look good. And it's so much more important than eating the bad food.
Yeah.
It's better your body craves the good food, and once you start incorporating that into your diet, you don't crave the other stuff. Like, I don't want sugar stuff, I don't want fried stuff, I don't want any of that stuff. I just don't want it. I don't crave it. I don't need it. My body wants the healthy stuff, and it feels good when you eat. When I eat the healthy stuff, I don't feel bad after I eat it, as opposed to eating pizza or fried food. Then you're like afterwards like, oh, why did I eat that? You know, I feel so terrible. Now when I eat, I'm like, oh, I feel great. I need to go work out, you know, or go shopping.
One of the two, or all of the above. Right. Well, I love that because I think that there's a stigma about becoming 40, right? Or being a mom, that you just have to wear mom clothes and be a mom and just not feel hot anymore. And I love that about you, that I find you so inspiring because obviously I want to be a mom one day. And I love the idea that it is possible to be 40, fabulous, be a mom, look great, and just feel awesome in your skin. So is there any last tips you have to share with, people that are interested in getting in shape, that are moms and 40?
I say just do it. Just make that choice today to just not choose bad food. And over time, it's a stepping stone. It's just those daily choices add up. 6 months later, you keep making those choices, then you're 30 pounds smaller and you're going to feel fabulous.
That's a great point. And her great book that she loves, that she recommended to me, and I put this in one of my newsletters. What was it called?
Slight Edge.
Slight Edge. So he talks about every day, right?
Right. Like, you don't have a heart attack overnight. It's your choices over the years. I didn't gain 20, 30 pounds overnight. You know, it took me 20 years, but guess what? I lost it in 6. Hello.
Yeah. 6
That's
months,
awesome.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a great book. Check that out, Slight Edge. I want to thank Victoria for being here today and taking the time to share with you what has worked for her. If you like this video, please subscribe at FitKim TV on YouTube. And remember, check out my blog at fitkim.com. There's lots of information on there. On the right sidebar, you can sign up for my newsletter. Once a month, I'll send you some awesome tips to keep you motivated. So thanks again for watching. Thank you, Victoria, for being here.
Thank you.
And have a great day.